Next, we've got Jack, who's here to freak out all of our fundraiser friends because he thinks that the future of
Yeah,
major giving
oh,
philanthropy is donor driven.
my name is Jeff. This quote has stood out to me for the past few years as I have been leading a small water charity here, based out of Houston, but working in East Africa. And it speaks to, in many cases, what I think of the current state of philanthropy, because so often I think the things that we're doing really well maybe shouldn't be done at all. And that's not because we are choosing to do it. It's often because we're forced into doing it because the system itself makes us do them. When I transitioned from working with major donors, estates, and gifts at a law firm to working for a charity, the inefficiencies, inequities, and ineffectiveness of these systems became deafeningly clear. And then, even though I got fairly good at fundraising, particularly major donor fundraising over the past few years in my current role, I couldn't help but notice my peers in Uganda and my peers working in smaller charities struggle with this. And I couldn't help but think that we're doing something efficiently, which maybe shouldn't be done at all. And that's not necessarily because we're choosing it. What I didn't come to expect was that donors were experiencing similar frustrations, just from maybe the other side of the very same coin. If we consider this, let me see if I can navigate. $70 billion a year is wasted annually on writing, managing, chasing grants, going for coffees, pitching, fundraising just to major donors alone, which is their own money spent pitching back at them. Only 4% of grant dollars go to minority-led organizations. Donor advised funds, which I'm a fan of, are the fastest growing vehicle, but they add complexity to both charities and donors, increasing costs and confusions, which then in turn reduce trust. Speaking of trust, donor trust is at a record low, with only 1 in 5 people trusting charities to fulfill their obligations, in large part because they don't understand impact. Speaking of which, the CRA audits have increased by over 105% year over year, putting both donors and charities at greater scrutiny. It's really hard being a major donor right now. Major donors are leaving philanthropy at a higher rate than any other donor segment. The system, the fundraising system, is not delivering the results we need. Doing it more efficiently won't help, but we're caught. These aren't just challenges for charities, they're challenges with to philanthropists, and over 100 conversations with both individual philanthropists and groups of philanthropists who are thinking deeply about this revealed it. The problems aren't just the tools we use, it's the system itself, a pitch or be pitched system. So philanthropy literally means the love of humanity. At its core, it's about connecting people's passions or their love with humanity's biggest needs. But the sales-driven systems we have today don't deliver the outcomes we're hoping for. They don't deliver the retention, trust, love, joy. Instead, they often deliver fear and scarcity. What might a different approach look like? One where donors could discover their unique giving style, connect with charities that align to their passions through an intuitive, guided, and maybe neutral tool. One where perhaps a crisis or need sparks and happens, and a donor or a foundation could launch a grant or an opportunity to discover who's doing what, either through searching a tool or creating a simple opportunity that notified relevant charities and their projects to send over their information with clicks of a button, so that charities could focus on impact, not spraying and praying cold foundations, but rather showcasing who they are and what they're doing. Relationships could form, trust could be built, and impact could be demonstrated through simple and effective tools. Could be as easy as Tinder, but maybe as robust as your favorite wealth management app. Funded is building the platform to make this foundation a reality, or this vision a reality. Funded is a marketplace built by philanthropists, designed to connect philanthropists and charities in a way that works for both sides. For donors, it offers a standardized charity and project portraits to help donors discover, compare, and engage with organizations aligned to their interests. Eventually, we'll have tools to uncover giving styles, personalized recommendations, and transparency to impact, to empower donors to make more meaningful giving decisions. For charities, it gives access to aligned donors without the time and waste of cold proposals. It's a simple process to tag your projects and charities to fit searches, display your organization with the best foot forward you can, and update funders as things change. In just 2 months, we've onboarded philanthropists managing about $129 million in assets under management. Just need 1 more million to make it a round number, as David said. And on the charity side, we're on track to onboard just about 200 organizations. To make it tangible, I want you to imagine getting notified that a donor is actively looking for a project like yours. I want you to imagine being able to apply with just a few clicks because you already meet their criteria. I want you to imagine focusing your time on building the relationship with qualified and interested people. Imagine not needing 4 rounds of due diligence on a $15,000 grant because it's already standardized and centralized. This might be a dream, but it is a dream that we are working towards. And this isn't just the future charities want, it's the future donors actually want too. And we're working hard to build it day by day. I lied. The future of philanthropy, or the future, isn't just donor driven, it's actually human driven. It's a collaboration where we all hold tightly to the end goals we're working towards, loosely to everything else. It's not a tech problem, it's not a charity problem, it's an all of us problem. Well Funded is building a system that connects donors and charities in a way that hopefully can inspire trust, amplify impact, and make giving as intuitive as it is meaningful. And I would love to build it with you. You can join for free at wellfunded.io.